Whew. The massive benefits of having at least one notebook. Oh man, I tell you, I've been having notebooks, multiple notebooks, using them for years, since plus or minus 2020, where I actively, concurrently, intentionally use these notebooks for specific purposes, and they have organized my life, put so many more things into perspective. Oh my goodness. Alright, so for starters, just having a little notebook or a little piece of paper is a good place to start. To write down cool ideas, to write down shopping lists, obviously, things to remember, right, throughout the day, throughout the week. Yeah, if you've got one of these, like, calendar journals, that's cool. That is definitely a good place to integrate the notebook mentality, the notebook reality, and to branch out from there. So yeah, it's obvious that if you've got a schedule, if you've got things to do throughout the week, throughout the month, yeah, get a calendar journal, a calendar notebook. Yeah, make it happen. Remember things, don't forget things. And speaking of just the general idea of a calendar, this guy's trying to turn. What I can do is... Okay, he's going around me. Oh, the perks of filming while driving. Don't tell the cops. Ha ha ha. Anyway, I highly recommend, in just terms of just note-taking and calendar and scheduling, highly recommend physical note-taking, journaling. Because it's one thing to have it on a phone, but it's another thing to just be more in touch with the physicality and the right in front of your face or right in your pocket aspect, and not being distracted or diverted when the notes, the schedule is on your phone. Because, come on, we've experienced enough times where we're doing something, and then while we're on our phones, we're just in a tunnel, in a portal, and we're just like, and then we go deeper and deeper and deeper into the tunnel, and then we forget about what we were doing. We forget about what we wanted to do. Oh, geez. How much time did we waste? Yada, 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 social media addiction. You know, you've heard it all. You have these experiences. Come on, come on. So, therefore, when you have a notebook, that's why you're there. That's what you're doing. It is a pinpoint. It is a focal point. So in theory, in that regard, it keeps you focused too. Alright, multiple notebooks. So I have a notebook for just general things to remember, whether it be shopping lists, whether it be people to talk to. And this is like the daily, weekly. Now if you have like stuff that's going on multiple weeks away, a month away, yeah, get a calendar for that. But if there's something that I have to get done today or this week, just have a remembering, have a to-do notebook. And then have a journal, have a diary for cool, interesting ideas, and for the internality, the introversion, the innermost thoughts and feelings. The really cool thing about this type of journal, this type of notebook, is you get to look back on what you wrote, and you get to compile on it. You get to snowball on it. On what? On who you are, on what's going on the inside. And if you don't want multiple notebooks that are categorical, right? Like one notebook just for your innermost feelings and goings on, and then another notebook for ideas, like business ideas, how I can better myself, or how these certain ideas can just exponentialize my life, which is what I do. I have multiple notebooks, one for just like general feelings and general goings on, and then another one for business ideas, how I can make my businesses better and better and better and better and better and better. Check that. Ever. So yeah, feeling and thinking is not only a very real thing, but it's very fleeting. These things, they float in, they float out. And some of these things are jarring and strange. And then one could argue these jarring and strange and unique thoughts and feelings are important. You get to a point, if you do this for months on end, years on end, you get to a point where you become very, very keen on who you are. And who knew that knowing who you are becomes massive leverage? Massive leverage. Because if you know who you are, in terms of salesmanship, you can understand the demographic that people like you are going to swim into, the demographic of what these types of people are going to think about and do and feel about. So in a sense, the more you know about yourself, the more it can translate to general human nature. Oh wow, I think this way. And then it can connect to, I wonder if this person thinks this way, right? It can connect to the human nature, the self-observation, the human observation of, well, if I think this way and act this way, I wonder if other people are thinking and acting this way. Oh, I'm starting to see patterns. Oh, I'm starting to see the fact that this sequence of events is leading to this sequence of thoughts and actions. It's connecting. You continue to be a detective in your own life, and a detective and a note taker and a bombshell journalist of human nature itself. This becomes incredibly important. Incredibly. So think about that, feel about that, do about that. This can become highly important and valuable and leverageable information that can eventually turn into wisdom that can not only improve your life, but the lives of others. And not only your life and other lives, but your business, your relationships, your friends and family. Everything is interrelated. Everything is interconnected. Multi-scale benefit. Multi-scale improvement. Whoo-wee! Alright, this is Mac 11. Feel about it, think about it, do about it. Check out my other stuff. Check out the links, check out the this, check out the that. Get it done. Catch you later.